she's got to relax.
There's not a day Dia Davidson doesn't drop something.
I know.
From just nerves.
She just is too nervous.
Anxiety.
She's only been on TV a couple of weeks. You understand?
It just terrifies
That's
her.
when we always drop. So you always drop something when other people are on air, and you're behind there trying to be quiet.
And you feel
just
guilty.
flailing.
Yeah.
So happy Tuesday, everyone. We did not have a show yesterday, so sorry if you tuned in yesterday at 12:30 and we weren't on the air.
Yeah, especially we're real sorry if you enjoy that more.
Yeah, we're real sorry. So please enjoy today more. But anyway, happy Tuesday. Hope you had a lovely Memorial Day weekend, remembering those who have sacrificed for our country and just spending time with friends and family for sure.
Did you do any of that?
I didn't do anything very, I guess typical Memorial Day. I didn't go to a cookout or anything like that. I just relaxed a lot this weekend, and that was nice. I slept a ton, and it was gloriousness. Other than that, I didn't do anything exciting.
For you.
I hear you missed out on many golf adventures.
Every time I try to play, it would rain. Every time. I would get amped up, ready to go.
What is your What is your amp up routine for golf? What do you have to do to get ready mentally to play?
Methamphetamines.
No,
okay. I was preparing,
to
get my golf outfit. I'm sort of particular when it comes to my golf outfit. I have to plan my outfit as to what I'm going to wear. I want to look good.
Yeah. Well,
I do.
When you plan on winning many
I get very
awards,
excited about golf clothing.
Do you?
Yeah.
You get excited about a
I'll
lot
tell you
of
what,
clothing.
as fashion forward as anything, is female golf clothing.
Really?
Yeah, when ladies do it right,
I need to get into golf.
I don't think a woman can look better
Really?
than when she has a golf outfit on. I don't know if these boys know what I'm talking about. Kevin's nodding his head that he does.
Okay,
so he's in trouble with his
next
wife.
time I go on a date, I'm going to swing by the pro shop somewhere.
Oh, I'm
Pick out
telling
it,
you.
just show up and
if
just have
you
a
showed
club.
up in one of those, where they're like skirts or whatever they call,
Yeah.
Oh, and then the little tanks they got. Girls look good. The LPGA is not your dad's LPGA. I'll say that. Yeah.
I love this. I had no idea.
You haven't seen what these ladies wear?
No.
How adorable
What's
they
better,
are?
that or female tennis players?
I think
or
golf.
Is it golf? You prefer the golf?
In my world,
I mean, the tennis outfits that Nike puts out now for Serena or the rest, to wear. It's
so
amazing.
Like when you're on the golf course, because not that many women play. I mean, so when you see a female out there, where it's a rarity.
You mean men might stare? I am shocked.
They will stare, and it's like a unicorn all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like, who is this? What is that?
She's playing?
Yeah.
She looks fantastic.
I always enjoy it. Yeah.
You get jealous, though, because they look at her and not you. You're like, do you know how much time I put into this outfit?
Do you know I actually ironed this shirt?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear, I don't know if you were with us last week, Lee had shared that he has about 200 shirts.
Yeah, maybe
well,
more.
Thank heaven he went shopping this weekend at the outlets and picked up a few more.
Well.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
This is a new one?
This is a new one.
It looks like 5 other blue shirts that you already have. I didn't even notice it was new. It looks nice, though. You look very nice. I do love your style. You look fab.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get to our hot topics today.
All right, here we go.
Topic.
So we've got our 23andMe results back.
Yes.
You heard us talk about this. Is the ancestry composition website.
Yes.
That you spit in a vial, you send it off, and you fill out some forms, and then they tell you who you are.
Yes, they tell you break down your ancestry, your DNA, and then you can elect to do like some health stuff.
I got some of that too.
Me too. So yeah, Lee and I sent our samples off. They got back really quick. 23andMe, they told us it would take 6 to 8 weeks to get our results. What, 2 weeks?
3
weeks
maybe.
at max, and we got our results.
At the most, 3.
So we have the breakdown. You want me to go first?
I do.
Lee had been saying that his was going to be just like eye-opening. He was just going to have ancestry from around the world. Amazing. So I can't wait for you to hear because that's exactly what it was. Mm-hmm. I am 86.2% European. Mm-hmm. Most of that, 57.4% British and Irish.
Oh, that makes you proud.
That makes me proud. The other big section I had a couple little 0.2s, 0.1s, but the other big section was 13.3% East Asian.
Well, we knew that.
We knew,
so there's no surprises really so far.
But it was just neat to see it on paper and see that confirmed because I shared my great-grandmother is Chinese or, in China. But what's interesting, I noticed on here, only 0.7% is Chinese. So which means, but the largest percentage under that East Asian for me was Manchurian and Mongolian. So that means my great-grandmother, she was in China, probably mainly Chinese, but
Does June know that?
This is going to blow my grandmother's world wide
You need
open.
to tell Grandma
That's right.
June
It's a sham. It's all a lie. But no, so that's really
that
interesting.
the invaders came over.
Yes.
And apparently they got to somebody.
Oh my gosh, that is filth.
The wall didn't work as well as you thought, did it?
Filth.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, they're just like we are. They're a mix of different, cultures, things like that. Just like we're here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was just interesting. So
It
that
is
was
very
mine.
interesting.
Now
what about
86.2% European, and then the other big section East Asian.
What about your health?
My health. Are you
you
concerned?
okay? Yes.
I'm okay. I didn't bring them out here. It tests for genetic variants, and you can choose to do this or not because it can be a little scary. You've heard talk of Angelina Jolie kind of brought it to the forefront, that BRCA1 and BRCA2 gene in men and women that could make you way more likely or predisposed to have breast cancer.
Yeah.
And so it tests for that. It tests to see if you're more if you have the genetic variant for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. You don't have to do it because some people don't want to.
I don't want to know, maybe. That's what they think.
Well, I did it, and proud to say I don't have any of those variants. I was so relieved.
Even oh, good.
I was so relieved.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
Good for you.
Yeah, and it coaches you through it before you even see the results. It has like 15 questions even after you've said you want to do it to make sure and kind of prepare you in the event.
That you may be predisposed, but it also, once you see the odds as well, you feel better about it. Because even if you have the variant, doesn't mean
you're going to get it. They go through, they talk you through it, tons of information.
Yeah.
So none of that. But what else it goes through, just based on your DNA, they've never seen us, they don't know us, but just looking at your DNA, they know everything about me physically wise. It was so crazy. Like they give you this whole thing called a traits report, and it just goes through and it said, I mean, these are all true. It's based on the DNA. They looked at me. Earlobe type, likely detached. True. Eye color, brown. True. Finger length, likely ring finger longer. True. My ring finger is longer than my pointer finger.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Red hair? No red hair. Skin pigmentation, likely lighter. This one, sweet versus salty, likely prefer salty. That's on the money.
Yeah.
Unibrow, likely at least a little unibrow. I get it, tweeze.
You get
I
that
tweeze in here.
removed?
That's why I do it. So yeah, that was neat. But this one I kind of expected. My muscle composition is common in elite power athletes.
Yeah. I don't think that means anything.
So I'm an elite power athlete. It's I'm going to be leaving television to start my career in some
Just means you somewhere in your past there was a Neanderthal. So
your turn?
Yeah, my turn. So I was positive that this was going to come back 50-50, Comanche and Pygmy. But it did not. This was a shock for me. I am 99.4% white guy. What?
We're not kidding. 99.4% European is what this gorgeous specimen is.
That makes no sense. I have Native Americans throughout.
Well,
but 70.4% of is British and Irish.
And you scoff at the royal family.
They
are your family.
So was George Washington.
That's true.
Yeah. 12.
We had a little family disagreement back in the day.
12% was French and German.
Ooh, I wouldn't tell people that.
Now, here's where the olive skin comes from, I assume, is the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain.
Oh.
I got 1.5%. That's probably why I...
I got 1.9%.
That's why I probably... What? You're more Spanish than I am. How is this working out for me? And then somehow some Vikings raided the family compound because I got a little Scandinavian in there.
Me too.
And only 0.6% is Native American.
That's a big percentage there. He'd been telling me, he was like, they're probably going to break it down into tribes. It's going to be...
I don't understand how I look the way I look. It makes no sense to me.
Thank your lucky stars.
Yeah.
No, so it's interesting. All right, what about your health stuff? Whatever you feel like sharing. We're not sharing all the details, obviously, because some of this is very private. But
they said I was a specimen.
Yes.
And they want to run more test results.
Did they?
They said...
All it said was inconclusive.
No, they did, because, see, my grandfather had Alzheimer's, and they said, yes, you got that gene.
They did?
They did. Who are you?
Man!
They said, but again, it's late
onset.
Late onset, yes, I have that. But it's, again, a 25% chance that I could get it.
Yes, that you will do. It doesn't necessarily...
It's not 75% that I'm going to get it. It's a 25% chance that I could.
Yeah. You know, it isn't interesting.
But that was it. None of the other, the BRCA thing you were talking about.
Oh, you didn't have the BRCA?
No, I didn't have the BRCA.
Thank
I
goodness.
didn't have the Parkinson's and all that. So just the Alzheimer's thing was
what
a possibility.
Else is really neat? If you're thinking about having children, this is really neat. They also test for carrier status.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I did that. Did you do that?
I did that.
Yeah, they said don't do it.
They said don't, children don't
Whatever
do it.
you do, don't
You know, carrier
have
status
children.
means, you know, it won't affect your life, but it could affect your children's health. Meaning, like, let's say you carry the gene for a certain disease or something like Tay-Sachs, if you've ever heard of that, or let's say you and your partner both are carriers, you could potentially pass that on to your child.
Right.
And it tests for like 40 or 50 of those.
It
So
was-
that's
it was
interesting if you're
fascinating.
thinking about having a child.
And then in the traits, it knew eye color, digits. It knew I was gifted. It
Yes.
knew that I wasn't bald. It knew that I wasn't bald.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's so neat that things. Oh, the one thing it tested on asparagus odor detection likely can smell
When you pee.
when you pee. So
Yeah,
apparently I can smell that, which I can't wait for that opportunity.
You've never done that?
No.
You've never eaten asparagus and then you can do that with coffee too.
Yeah.
You've never had like a cup of coffee, that's all you've had, and then gone to the bathroom and went, oh, I've had coffee.
Yeah, a little. I don't let it linger. I just go and then I'm done with it. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so 23andMe do it. We thought it was
23andMe.
really cool.
Thank you, 23andMe.
Yes, they let us do these at no charge, and we were so excited
For adding to our
do it.
anxiety. Now I've got more things to worry about.
Really. All right, let's get to a couple other hot topics before we run out of time here. This is interesting.
I like this
Me
story.
too. Fans stood and sang the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, at the Central Section Division I baseball championship game in California. An announcement was made that they weren't going to play the national anthem. Listen to this. Fresno Bee reports that fans were shocked at the announcement that they were just going to play ball and not sing. Well, the performance was complete with a round of applause at the end. These fans took it upon themselves to sing it. The video that was posted on Facebook has gotten support from around the world. Organizers said they didn't plan to play the anthem for the game because they'd already played it before the first game. So it's not like they were, before you get, too upset. It's not like they were saying, no, we don't support America. They played it before the first game in the day.
It was a session, and this was the second game of the session.
Yes.
They had already played the national anthem.
Yeah.
It was the announcer who was stupid enough to say, we're not going to play the anthem, which set everybody off.
Yeah.
But I will say, hey, I'm proud of California, the People's Republic of California.
Yes.
That there's enough folks there to stand up and sing the anthem. So good for you guys
Good for you.
out west.
Yes.
Appreciate
yes.
it. But the announcer just made a mistake.
He made a mistake. He made
He
it
should
sound
have
worse
said it
than
because they've
was.
already done the anthem.
Yeah.
Anyway, one grateful pup. Firefighters are called to a home in Maine, received several calls about a dog stuck on the roof of the home. A firefighter managed to coax the dog back inside the house. It was a touching moment. The dog gives his hero a kiss, by the way.
Oh, do we get to see it? This is so. I wonder how he got up there in the first place. He crawled out that window.
Yeah,
I
there
guess?
it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's sweet.
Thank you for helping me.
Okay, so this is the story we were talking about before the show. Lee and I, we were both like, what? Have you heard about this? A bizarre superfood. I don't think I'll be jumping on board with this. Cockroach milk.
Do you know how hard it is to milk a cockroach?
I don't. I can't wait to hear. Oh, these pictures even gross me out. So apparently, cockroaches are filled with an energy-rich milk-like substance. In 2016, some Indian researchers said the milk from the Pacific beetle cockroach could make for the next great superfood. This particular type of cockroach is found on Pacific islands like Hawaii, gives birth to their babies as opposed to laying eggs. Their milk is made up of protein-infused crystals, reportedly 3 times the energy of the equivalent mass of normal dairy milk from cows. Some companies are selling the bug juice and everything from milk to ice cream.
Blech.
I'm just going to eat some blueberries and some spinach and take those antioxidants and say that they are good enough for me.
Yeah.
How do you milk a cockroach? What do you do?
Well,
How does
first
this
you
work?
got to buy them drinks.
You got to, yep.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, let us know on the Facebook page if someone was selling cockroach milk, even if you could just get it in its finished form. You didn't have to know any about how it was harvested or whatnot.
Listen, if I'm hungry enough, I guess I would.
It's not about.
I don't think, I think I have partaken of like the chocolate-covered grasshopper.
Yeah, I've
done
eaten
that.
a barbecue.
Or a cricket. Maybe it's a cricket.
I've eaten a barbecue cricket before, once in biology class in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it
could be worse.
We sort of have the gag reflex, but if you grew up with that,
yeah,
because I'm sure there's a lot of folks, they can't imagine eating a cow.
yes.
And we do it every day. I do several a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a whole herd.
Yes. Okay, well, a
You
recent.
want to do this?
Sure, I guess so. A recent
Okay.
Windsor special episode reveals Queen Elizabeth's cows sleep on waterbeds.
Speaking of.
Country Files special gave viewers behind the scenes of Windsor Great Park. The beds help the cows to distress, supposed to massage away aches and pains while they sleep, including robots that milk the 265 herd. An automatic brush helps with their well-being. A robot that keeps up with the cattle and their special water pillow.
Right.
I
Okay.
can't talk. I got to get through this story.
Yeah.
There you go.
They have water pillow beds.
That's nice.
I mean,
There you
that's
go.
a good life for a cow.
That is a
Looks
good life.
like
If you're
they're
going to
very
be a cow,
relaxed.
you need to be one of the Queen's cows.